What is up, my fellow Tarhans? I'm Captain Beans, and welcome back to High Fleet Flight to Hara Vera 2.0. And if you've seen the previous episode, well, some things happened. But as just like a small general recap on the current events of this campaign, the first major event is once we liberated the town of Ter with the guys that are currently sitting in at Suvido, what happened was that we got the event where the entire town was hostile, and we had the options of either just leaving them alone, sending in a garrison for deterrence, basically capture the Doyen or Zupan, I should say, and then put a garrison in there for deterrence, which is what we end up choosing. But that essentially removed 6 morale from literally the entire fleet, from all of the forces, and so that's why pretty much everyone that you're seeing here has low morale. Ships which have not entered combat will have like 4 or 3 morale, and my Myrkinoses, in the worst cases, are pretty much just rioting at this point. That is the first thing. Second thing is we have just defeated Edonian, which is the strike group. We have defeated them right here with our flagship, the Ciconian. And these guys are actually about to actually come back to the crash site and salvage whatever they can, because I decided to order these guys to go on a bit of a salvage operation mission, since I figured they should be alright doing so. And also, over here at Vejna, we also just liberated the town of Vejna, so the guys are about to land there. We will do that in just a moment. And also, just before recording this video, I decided to detach this Skylark from the cargo from this Ciconian, which is also carrying a cargo convoy, and I decided to return this tanker back to the guys at Rozance, which are just 2 Myrkinoses. These guys, funnily enough, have actually the most morale, since I pretty much don't think I've actually used all of them, and I'm pretty sure they did also rest up a little bit at Rozance. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we did also fight a pretty annoying cargo convoy, which had a Resus in it, which was the replacement for the Negev. Here is that sneaky little cargo convoy that also struck missiles at us. That is Amorion, call sign Amorion. So we're basically going to deliver this cargo convoy to Duros, or rather this freighter to Duros for ransom. Now, other than that, based on the intel that in my shock of recording the last session I did not really pay attention much to, I also gathered that there may be either a either a missile carrying tactical group, or a cargo convoy, or a strike group, possibly at Kubra. And the reason is because whilst we were trying to fight engage the strike group over here, we saw a missile attack come from up north at sort of this vector. So you know, just something to keep in mind, but I'm pretty sure we should be safe from it for now, since we are not really being detected by them anymore. Okay. First things first, let's land the ships at Vejna. Please be a decent event and not something as bad as the previous episode. I will actually land this Myrkinos. Oh wait, never mind, it's negligible damage. I'll just proceed without landing at the docks, and no events. Damn. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. What do we have here? Decent amount of ammo. No 100mm prox fuses. There are some 130s though, which the flagship uses. Or, I mean, the Ciconians use. Anything from... Okay, we can sell this gun. And yeah, negligible damage, so they just auto-repair. Ooh, and we actually got another intel town, so perhaps the thing that's sitting at Kubra might be another strike group. Let's see. Oh shit. Okay. So it is not a strike group, but there is a strike group in the area called Odrysian. with a speed of 115. Okay. Okay. Fuck. I misspelt it. Here we go. And as you can see, this strike group seems to have been trying to respond to all of the noise and ruckus that we've been causing here. But I'm pretty sure, judging by this intel here, they might have just lost track of us currently. So, okay. So they probably might be heading for Kubra in this case, which is not ideal. It does mean that this strike group is going to be already too close for comfort, so that is rather suboptimal, especially with the fact that I have very limited resources in trying to liberate more towns to find more places to have the fleet sort of go on R&R. Okay. What about cargo convoys? Oh, there are 2 convoys. One is Stork and another Pulsar at Billyplast. Unfortunately, I don't think I will be able to get these guys because, yeah, my Mirkinoses are very low on morale. At least the guys at Vejna. And I would like my combat ships to at least regain a decent amount of morale in this episode. Now, I do have an idea of how to do this, which does involve some of our newly founded allies, or ally, I should say. But first, let's do some salvage operations here. Let us dismantle... Ooh, T7. Get a T7. We lost plenty of those, so we are definitely going to use those. I'll also order crew protection, and we will also salvage a La-29. Salvaging aircraft in High Fleet is extremely rare, but when you can, it is absolutely worth it. It is worth it, absolutely. Every single time. Okay, now what was my idea of how to sort out our morale situation? Well, we found Captain Alexander, and my idea is, if we talk to him, you need something of me? I could ask him to visit one of his hideouts, or, in other words, the Flight to Hara Vera's equivalent of hidden cities, which are actually nomadic hideouts. Let's see. Can I visit your hideouts? Ah, sure, you can, if you can find them. The fuck? Okay, maybe I need to ask the second option. I need a safe place to rest my fleet. And what do you think? I am an innkeeper? Your people have established hideouts up in the mountains. No one will find us there. Silence. If I did this 5 years ago, they would have me shot. But times have changed. Give me a map. Ooh. Okay. There we go. And that just marked the closest hidden city on the map. Nomads, and they're actually here. I would have initially thought that the first one would be located like somewhere here on the eastern flank. And that would have been way more ideal. Because then we would have, you know, after our fleet has, you know, recovered, we would have a pretty easy sort of, you know, vector to go for Selinum, which is the fleet headquarters, enemy fleet headquarters, or rebel stronghold. Aha! So, that is quite interesting, actually. I don't reckon I need to send literally every single unit in the fleet to this nomadic hideout. I think that it would make sense to only send the guys which are way too close to the strike group to this nomadic hideout, which, yes, it is technically closer, but it's a place that will not have these guys reported. And from there, we can also even launch an assault once everyone is ready to do so anyway. So, yeah. I guess in that case, I'm gonna send my Odrysian into the nomadic hideout and see what's going on. I mean, not really much of a point in keeping it here, to be fair. They are eventually... This ship is eventually going to be reattached to the main fleet anyway, so we will be fine. And the guys down south can pretty much just relax down south. because they are going to be far enough away from this strike group Odrysian anyway. And if I position my fleet in a pretty smart way, I could also even have them such that they could actually track where Odrysian is, relatively speaking, using Elent. And also, you know, some carriers and whatnot. Okay, so the guys that are going to Duros, I'm going to land the Ciconian and have this guy repaired over there. And eventually I'm also going to have this Ciconian travel up north as well. Probably to the Nomadic Hideout as well, to sort of recover from the morale loss. Or maybe not. You know what, get some crew cabins. Get crew cabins. Why not? And the guys at Vejna, you might as well refuel and also fly to the Nomadic Hideout as well. Okay, just fuel up enough to get to Kubasi. And then I'll have you guys go to the Nomadic Hideout. The guys down there should be relatively fine. They are actually almost done repairing, which is cool, but I might end up sending these guys further down south, maybe, but I don't really see a huge necessity to do so anyway. I don't recall seeing any sort of missile carrying groups or anything like that in this eastern flank. Most of the guys that I've seen were actually in this area, in this sort of big net, which I like to call clusterfuck areas. Okay, sure. Save the survivors. At least you guys will. At least these guys will help recover the the crew losses. Oh well. There we go. And now you guys head to Kubasi and refuel over there until you guys can reach the nomads. And yeah, this video, I'm guessing, is going to be pretty much a filler episode of this series, because really I cannot afford to have any of my ships head into any sort of combat, really. So yeah, we are gonna have to take a little bit of a tactical pause in our operations here. So we are also probably going to have to forget about the towns such as Zorovac, Viskri, Zorbatia, or maybe not. Maybe I might liberate those towns with the Mirkinos as I have over here. Probably. And I might continue liberating those towns to the east with these guys once they have recovered. But in general, we are taking a big tactical pause in this series right now, in this episode. Ideally, by the next episode, we should have most of our fleet ready to continue the operation. But for now, speaking of, none of my planes are ready. Okay, that's fine. Once the planes on the Odrysia are going to be ready, I'm going to send them out to do some aerial reconnaissance on these towns over here to the north. Also, potentially find Odrysian and where they currently are sitting, if they're not moving anywhere. Ah, okay, it's the guys that, okay, the guys have landed at Duros. We just sold the cargo ship, and now let's land this Ciconian. And because this is a fast repair town, we will get faster repairs. Yeah, no fucking shit. That's exactly what a fast repair town is for, innit? Actually, hold up. This spot might actually not be so optimal. I might end up landing over here. One leg in that 174 spot and the other leg in that 110 spot. Because that way I will actually get more, bigger percentage of a speed boost in repairs. Not that I necessarily need as fast as possible, but it is harder difficulty. Repair times are harsh on this difficulty. So Might as well get the most out of what we can. There we go. Stay still. There we go. Plus, it is a big ship. Those usually take bigger amounts of hours to repair. Oh, only 4.1 hours. Not bad. Not bad at all. Actually, pretty good. And really, it was only superficial damage that this ship took. Fighting that cargo convoy. But surprisingly, this ship actually took more damage than my flagship when it was fighting the strike group, interestingly enough. So, yeah. Although, this Ciconian did lose its 2 aircraft, which was arguably a pretty stupid loss, but... oh well. Decided to also land the flagship at Kubasi. It is not a fast repair town, so we're gonna get the usual repair times. But let's see if maybe I can also do the same little cheat code, or not really, but see if I can maybe get the same tactic done of landing one leg in one place and the other in another. Let's see, is it possible to do it here? I think it is. I think it very much is possible. It's gonna be very precise, but I think it's possible. Let's try this. Okay, our bottom is way too exposed to the docks. Should be fine. As long as we don't nick the bottom, we should be okay. Ah, never mind. Shit. I'll restart the landing. I'm gonna do another attempt at this, but actually wait, hold up. Does restarting the landing use up morale? Actually, it might. It might. I'm not gonna risk it. I'll just do a regular noob landing. Plus, in all fairness, this ship only took like a tiny amount of damage, even though it was fighting a strike group. So, 10 hours. Okay, tiny amount of damage. 10 hours of repair. Yes, very nice. Fennec was also kind of a goat in this series. Did a very nice job stopping those missiles. Okay, that's fine. Plus, the main fleet is going to be regaining or refueling from whatever leftover fuel that's in the town, which should be enough to reach the nomads. Now, what do I plan on doing once my fleet has recovered? Well, maybe I might change my strategy a little bit. I am still gonna have 2 different, Ciconians lead 2 different sort of theaters, one to the west and one to the east. But perhaps maybe the flagship will take the west instead, because it's going to be at the nomads and closer in proximity to the western side, is going to go there. Whereas this Ciconian, this guy might actually take over the operations to the east, even though in the previous episode originally I wanted to do it the other way around. So, what about our lightnings or Mirkinoses? We have 1 squadron here and another squadron at Rozansi. These guys are going to probably be busy on the western side. These guys are going to still remain on the eastern side. Cool, that's fine. Okay, now our ships are no longer rioting, at least to the east, which is good. At least 1 morale, that's good. That's fine. So, yeah. Plus, our carrier is now about to land at the Nomadic Hideout. Hopefully they give us some goodies, maybe some missiles, some free missiles, some bombs maybe. Or even some money, that would also be great. Let's see. Nomads. The place seems deserted. Oi, brothers! This is Alexander. Come out! We are friends! Instantaneously, the whole place springs to life as nomads jump out of their foxholes and caves. They'll help us, Effendi. We are safe here. Yay! And we got money! Oh, let's see. What kind of goodies do we get? Oh, sprints. Sprints are really useful. We also got a bunch of Kha-15 missiles, 10 of them. That is insane. And 4 Kha-15P type missiles. That is also pretty insane. That is quite a serious amount of missiles. Usually you get like 3 or 4 cruise missiles and that's about it. Holy. Yeah, these nomads are not fucking around. Let me tell you that much. Of course, I am probably going to still stick to the no cruise missile doctrine because, quite frankly, I don't think that they're going to be all that effective in this series as well. At least not in the way that I plan on using them anyway. Also, what? Oh, you guys need a refuel to head to the nomads. Okay, fine. Plus, I'm pretty sure the flagship is going to be repaired in this time anyway, so we'll be fine. Okay. Also, I'm pretty sure I left some cluster missiles at Kubasi. Yes, I did. Let me replenish those real quick. It'll take some extra hours, but we'll be fine. Plus, we will take this amount of time to refuel anyway. Cool. Nice. Very, very nice. Uh-oh. Looks like that strike group is gonna get closer. Okay. Let's see. Are my planes ready? Yes, I can send a T-7. Probably I'll send it to Kubra, which is where I'm guessing Odrysian is located at. If they are going to have a huge air wing, like Adonian had, then we can safely bet that there's going to be Republicas. And also because the Republicas have the MR700, which is the biggest radar, and so probably explains why we can detect them so far away. With Eland. I'm guessing anyway. And also because the Republica now in 2.0 replaces the Griffon and not the Cormoran, like it did before. So, and the Griffons are more common to see in strike groups than Cormorans, let's just say. Okay. Okay, we are seeing Zenit, which is a cargo convoy. Yeah, these aircraft and missile carrying groups, these are cargo convoys. For all intents and purposes, these are cargo convoys. It's just that some of them might carry cruiser escort, which typically carry aircraft or missiles and or both. So, the intel gathered from the previous episode, yeah, pretty much just confirms that this is the case. Actual missile carrying or aircraft carrying groups like Almogavar, these are the guys that are actual tactical groups, not just cargo convoys with weapons. Okay, this T7 is not detecting anything so far. Okay, I think the arc might be a bit wrong. Actually, you know what? Check Billy Blast. Check Billy Blast. It's possible that they might be sitting at Billy Blast, but we're having a weird... Oh, what the fuck? There are 3 fucking convoys over here at Billy Blast. What the hell? 3 at the same time. Oh, dude, if I would have sent my flagship over there, it would have been glorious amounts of money to be gained. But at the same time, there is also this strike group that's over there, so... Okay, this actually concerns me now, because they did get closer. Okay, let's do a full aerial sweep. We need to find out where these guys are. Full aerial sweep. Get it done, guys. Okay, actually no, the signal got weaker. I'm guessing they might be sitting at Kubra now, the strike group. Guessing that is so anyway. Let's see. No. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Once... Okay. I doubt that it's Zenith that's making this radar emission. I'm guessing it's the strike group. What the hell? This is weird. This is immensely weird. Oh, there they are. Okay. There's Odrysian. Alright. Ah, they must have been actually traveling according to their fucked up path. They probably were heading to Kubasi and now have turned back. So... Okay, and then they also sent a Lat-29 to intercept my T-7, which I'm just going to proudly have it outrun. Because yes. Also, since they sent a Lat-29, that probably tells me that there may not be Republicans in this fleet. May not be. Although it's hard to say, really. It's pretty hard to say. Okay, that means all aircraft RTB. And that T-7 also RTB once you're done. Although, I would also like you to check out Korasava and this road leading to Lepenak as well. Search those areas. Alright, and the main fleet, head over to the nomadic area. Because you can. Let's go. Also, this Ciconian right here is regaining morale back. I could also commit something extremely funny. I could actually send this Ciconian to liberate Viskri and Zorbatia instead of my usual Myrkinoses. Even though I actually could have sent my Myrkinoses over there right now. Hold up. Hold up a sec. These guys have 6 morale. No. These guys are going to head to the nomads, relax over there, and then they will be busy with this clusterfuck. Okay, that's fine. This Ciconian will take care of the towns to the west. Or alternatively, I might actually even send it to Zorovac, and then from there it'll transit to the eastern side. Which then leaves Zorbatia and Viskri unliberated. Actually, I could have the southern guys do it. Why not? And then Zorovac is going to be liberated by this Ciconian, which, speaking of, I'm going to give it enough fuel to do so. There we go. Alright. Fair enough. Ciconian? How well rested are you? Okay, morale 7. You go ahead and liberate Zorovac. Loudly. Because who gives a shit? You're far enough away anyway. And even if the strike group decides to move down south, it'll actually play in our favor. It'll play in our favor because this area down south of this Exarchy, it's safe enough that we're not going to immediately get missile struck or air struck by any foreign groups other than the strike group. And by the looks of it, Odrysian has probably landed at Kubra and are probably just sitting there now, from the looks of it. I'll do another check. I'll do another intel check again, just to make sure, but that is my guess right now. And that might play in our favor as well. We will also be able to find out if the strike group has taken off because of my shenanigans at Zorovac. But yeah. Alright, the guys have landed at the Nomadic Hideout. I'm gonna give them full fuel and buy up all the proximity fuses in exchange for all the cruise missiles that they gave us. I am probably not going to end up using them anyway. Although I could install a couple of them on the Ciconian. Just the anti-radiation missiles for now, because these are more effective against strike groups and whatnot. Or, alternatively, it probably would be better to just install the regular active guided missiles and sell all of my anti-radiation missiles. I am not going to use them anyway. In fact, actually, repair the Ciconian as it was. There we go. Plus, you know, you'll get your sprints and whatnot. Okay. The Odrysian is going to get its aircraft back. Hold up. Can I put another T7, perhaps? Okay. That works. For now. We don't need a huge sort of striking air wing. We just need a couple of reconnaissance planes and that's it. Plus the Fennec is going to get its sprints replenished. Cool. We don't need to worry about repair times here because this is a hidden city or a hidden hideout. So that's fine. And now, Battle of Zorovac. Let's do this. This is going to be the first loud battle with the garrison. So let's see how that goes. Yep, I know, we are aware. Yep, report us, please. Please report us. That would be lovely. Thank you. Thank you, garrison. Now, I shall proceed to clobber you in 130mm shells and 57mm shells. Yep, these guys are definitely getting clobbered. No special ammo, because these are little shits they don't need anyway. Alright, let's go, bitches! Yeah! Come here, Vanellus. Also, these R690 missiles are actually scary for the Ciconian because they are armor-piercing missiles and I can't easily dodge them. So I'm gonna have to shoot those down. Take that, Vejna. What, you thought I was just going to send the Birkinos your way, huh? Well, think again, bitch! Oh, we got hit with an R6. Not good. Should I retry this combat? I think we lost a landing gear because of this, so not really gonna fuck around. Oh, come on, Vanellus. Stop dodging. Alright. I did get a little complacent in that first attempt. There we go. Plus, when you have point defense weapons, it's better to save up your shots for when actually missiles come. So that was my mistake, so... Okay, superficial damage, but it's better than losing landing gear and an engine, so easy work. Fine. I'll take it. I will take it. And pretty much the southeastern side of the Exarchy is pretty much liberated by now, aside from Vilaura and Ophrinian. So this area is massively safe now, at least for now anyway. Take the Palash, please, because you might actually need to restore that on this ship. So that's cool. Now, what about the other guys? Okay, this Myrkinos is 8 morale, 7 morale, 5 morale. Good, good, good. Just a couple more hours and these guys will be ready to kick ass again. So, that's nice. Same goes for these guys over here. Oh, this one's even 10 morale, 9 morale. Yeah, these guys are ready to kick ass, which is good. Oh, no, I I definitely cannot land that in the 80 spot. Fuck. At least I could maybe try landing one leg in 26 and one leg in 5. I'll try that. Alright, gently now. Ah, fuck. Yeah. I definitely have a massive skill issue with landing. I need to definitely practice more with that. Okay, if I just like do this, yeah. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Yeah, no, the bottom of the ship is way too far down reaching. The draft on this ship is way too big, so not ideal for these types of landings, but they sometimes work. It did one time, but oh well. Also, I just saw another ship in this town. Maybe a Tarkhan? Yes, it is a Tarkhan. And it's a Gepard Mark II. Interesting. Very good air defense ship, by the way. Oh, vanilla. By vanilla standards, anyway. Only a small garrison is guarding this ship. They tell you that their master has dropped by the fuel depot and will return shortly. You'd either wait from here or forget it. What is this? Against the salty Romanis? I'll wait for him. Sure. Couldn't really give a shit about the aristocracy. After a few minutes, the aforementioned Tarkhan arrives at the dock, bearing the rank of Batir. Why is he a Tarkhan if he's a Batir then? That doesn't make any sense. Those who played Hammerfight will know what I'm talking about. And a uniform of the Kotorians, a people who sided with the gathering. He doesn't seem particularly intrigued by your presence. Ah, it's this guy. I remember him. Okay, let's see. In the name of Ishu, peace be with you, or bow your head in a traditional way. I'll try to use the traditional card. Let's see. Your words elicit no reaction. Okay, at least I got a level in tradition. You demand something from me, Prince Ceres. Your people have sided with the rebellion, Batir, but you did not join the defense of this town. I fight for Kotor no more. This war is no longer my concern. I would like to prove you otherwise. Okay, so we got our first actual diplomatic game over here. Let's see. Of the war with the rebels and why we must crush them. Greatly values force. Nice. Amazing. Ooh. Okay, so is he pro-justice or against justice? I am not 100% sure. We do have also 2 gifts that we could use, and he does not give a shit about tradition, but it could help extend the conversation, at least on a neutral level. Let's do pro-justice. Does not value justice. Fuck! Fuck. Okay. Oh, is he pro-faith? I kind of don't want to risk it. Okay, let's see what happens if I would have given him the gift, but in a dialogue. Loves wealth. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Okay. Now the Tarax is not to be trifled with. That's a fierce speech. Fierce speech. And of the respect you have for these people and their might. I am not 100% sure. Let's give the box of jewelry, just so that I can get at least 1 star. And let's, you know what, let's extend the conversation a little bit more. And I pretty much just cucked myself, I'm pretty sure, with these dialogues. Oh, well, I'll just take it. Whatever. Yeah. And also to those who are watching this and are thinking, why am I not save scumming for the Tarhans? I think that's cheating, and that's cheesing, so I am not going to be doing that. If they become neutral, well, fuck. Well, we got unlucky. And that's it. Okay, we have a Gepard Mark II, which is a really good air defense ship. At least very good in nuclear war. In general, though... Oh, it has a pretty good amount of sprints, so... Actually, I might keep it. Who knows? I might keep it. Might come in handy. Or, alternatively, I could sell it, but... What the fuck? I do have an air defense ship in the main fleet, which is the Fennec. And these guys at Zorovac... They could use an air defense ship. So I'll keep it. Now... Question now is, how do we get our cash back? My suggestion is pretty much just liberating more towns. Now that my Myrkinoses are mostly done restoring their morale. Oh, the guys at Suvido have just been reported. They're still not fully done, but this does probably mean that the strike group might actually start moving now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Let's see. They might have started moving, who knows. Now the guys at Rozansi, you might want to travel to Baravar and go from there to Viskri and Zorbatea. You might do that. Oh wait, never mind. I need to wait for the sudden strike timer to go down. Actually, no, you can. You'll have enough time. What am I doing? What am I thinking? Oh, and there's another convoy going into Billy Plus. What the fuck? There's gonna be 4 fucking convoys. Okay. Now where is the strike group? Are they heading towards Bellyplast as well? If so, there might be merit to the idea that we could just launch an all-out assault on Bellyplast with the 4 cargo convoys and the strike group. Which, granted, is gonna get a lot of ships in the battle space, but the Ciconian is pretty damn good. Plus, I could also even attach some Myrkinoses with this group as well, so that they can deal with the smaller shits. I could always do that. I mean, what's stopping me from using Myrkinoses in regular combat as well, not just sudden strike combat? Oh, fuck off. This T7 ran out of fuel. Check Kubra. Do that, please. Oh, okay, let's see. Yeah, they're still sitting at Kubra. Alright, okay, and they still have Latunians. They don't have T7s by the looks of it. So, probably no Republicas in this fleet. Actually, I could do something really funny. I could actually send 2 missiles in this direction. Just as a little bit of Beans Navy reconnaissance doctrine. Find out what sort of ships they are by sending missiles. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Ciconian. Oh, there is a Republica. Okay, and a Hagrianian. Okay. Okay, so the ships that we saw over there, there is a Republica, which I was wrong about. There is a Republica. For some reason, it didn't send its T7s to intercept. That was a bit dumb. There was also a Hagrianian, which is a motherfucker because he has both a salvo of strategic missiles and a decent amount of tactical missiles as well, such as clusters and R6 Nadirs. I also saw a Ciconian, the same ship that we have as a flagship and also as a combat ship over here. And the rest I don't recall. I'm gonna take a look at this again. What else do we have? Okay, that actually might be the entire strike group, because I'm seeing some garrison ships over here. Do I launch an all-out missile strike? Or would it be better for me to sell all of the missiles that realistically I don't need? Because they're going to get sprint cucked anyway. I will sell them. And I might I'm gonna keep the last 29 actually. Might be a good replacement. I'm gonna supply this Ciconian with fuel. And this Gepard. Oh, and you guys don't have enough fuel to reach any of... Fuck off. I'm guessing it's because of the Gepard. Shit. Okay. Ooh. I has an idea. It might be a very stupid ass idea, but... Okay, is there... Yeah, there is a generator. If I, theoretically took this big FCR and I put it on the Ciconian, would that help? I mean, it would give a big FCR range, which might be helpful for launching missiles, which I don't have, so, okay, fair point. I don't really need that. I could also try an interesting field modification to this ship. I'll show you what I mean. Do I have it landed? Yes, I do have it landed. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna do something probably quite funny. Let's take out this hull, this hull, this hull, and this hull. Let's move this armor piece over here. This armor piece over here. Let's, yeah. Let's move some of the armor over here. Okay. What else? What else? Let's beef up this armor over here. Actually, I'm gonna do it slightly differently, just so that it looks a little bit neater. The other way around. And, just for fun, I'm gonna put some corners on these armor pieces. What do you guys think? I mean, to be fair, I don't have missiles that I can supply this ship with. So the next best thing I could think of is just remove the missile silos and put more armor in here. I mean, really, what could go wrong here, right? Or alternatively, I could also extend the sprint rack and put more sprints on this ship. But either way, I think I changed my mind about keeping the Gepard. I'll actually sell it, but not before taking out the sprints, which I'm definitely going to use, and also the FCRs, because I might need those as replacements. Plus maybe a couple more components, which I use on the ship, like maybe the engines, because I use those. It might also be worth replacing some of these with NKs that the Gepard has. Actually, no, not really. It's not really going to give it a huge speed boost. Yeah, otherwise just sell the Gepard. I'm going to be more happy with having this Ciconian more capable. There we go. Rather than a Gepard, which I don't even know if I'm going to use it at the current moment. Actually, I am not sure if I actually like that. I'm not sure if I like this layout, but it's what we have. Actually, I could try another thing. I could try something else. Let's see. If I do like this, and like this, and then I put a armor piece, and armor piece. And I can put more sprints here. I think I like this more. I like this more. It doesn't look very neat, I will grant you. It is a field modification, so please don't shit on me for this, but it's a field modification, so that's kind of what it is. And then over here I can put more sprints. Wait, is this not gonna get blocked? I'm pretty sure this one will actually get blocked, so I'll put them vertically. Yeah. 46.8 hours. Can I increase the repair speed? Perhaps? Somehow? I don't know. Oh well. I could alternatively send it to Suvido to do all of that quicker. But what the hell? Okay, so the guys have landed at Paravar. I'm gonna give them some fuel to then be able to strike Viskri. Very nice. And probably we might end up doing that all in the next episode, because we are pretty much out of time. And again, this video might just be a filler episode, but to be honest, with the morale hit that we've suffered, it is necessary, I think. So we will definitely probably end up doing more action in the next episode moving forward. But one question I would like to ask you guys in the comments is, you see Belly Blast over here. It has 4 or maybe even like 5 convoys over here. Do I strike Belly Blast loudly with my, with my flagship and all? Because there's just going to be way too many ships for my Myrkinoses to deal with. Kind of. So, do I take Belly Blast? Do I take Belly Blast silently? Or at least attempt to do so anyway? Or, alternatively, do we first strike Kubra with the strike group, kill the strike group first, and then take the cargo convoys over here at Belly Blast? Let me know in the comments, and up until then, I guess we're just going to be on R&R for